Hi, I'm Meric Moir, incoming lead writer for the Cosmere RPG. I'm here to round out our three-part video series on scene types. You've heard about endeavors and combats. Now, I'm here to talk about conversations. Conversations are any type of role-playing scene where you're trying to provoke a change in behavior from an NPC. These scenes aren't as rigid, and they should flow naturally, giving everybody the opportunity to either describe what their character is doing or to speak as their character in first person. Once each player has had an opportunity to talk or act, that is the end of one round. Players don't have to contribute every round, but we do encourage the GM to go around and make sure that everybody has had an opportunity to do or say something before anybody gets a second turn. So what counts as a contribution? It's when your character attempts to meaningfully influence the conversation. A contribution could be as simple as cracking a joke, or describing the scene, or how your character is moving or interacting with it, adding a little bit of flavor. Sometimes contributions require a test, other times they don't. When a PC makes a good argument, but the NPC isn't ready to concede, the NPC can resist influence. This means probably spending some focus to continue with the conversation rather than just giving in. Conversations can end in a couple of ways. A strongly worded argument could convince an NPC to make a compromise, or a whole bunch of failures and complications in a row could end with the conversation in a failure. Time to continue our example story. Lydia and I are confronted by this skybreaker. He glares at us imperiously and tells us that we are interfering, but Lydia pulls out our writ of Azish jurisdiction, showing that if anybody's interfering, it's actually the skybreaker on our investigation. The GM likes this appeal to the Skybreaker's code of honor, but doesn't call for a test right now. The Skybreaker considers and maybe spends some focus to resist influence and says, I understand that you have jurisdiction here in this case, but I still need you to back down for the greater good. I asked the GM if I could roll deduction to see what the Skybreaker might mean by that, or any other details that I can glean. On a success, the GM tells me that the Skybreaker is dressed like the smugglers, but some details of the outfit are wrong, almost like a costume or someone who's gone undercover. My character takes that information and whispers it to Lydia's character. She says, we're just here to bring in the smugglers, and it looks like you have other goals in mind. Maybe we could work together and both get what we want. The Skybreaker weighs this proposal and nods. These smugglers seem to know too much. We think that they're receiving help from corrupt officials, and I'm here to figure out who they're working with. Lydia brings the conversation to a close by suggesting a daring plan. We will allow the Skybreaker to take the three of us in as prisoners and earn some more trust among the smugglers. After that, he'll free us and we'll take the group out together. That's the end of our three-part series on scene types. If you need more information, you can always check out the Stormlight Handbook, but the best way to learn is by doing. So go play some Cosmere RPG.